Welcome to Talking Hank's Adventure Guide. I'm Hank, and sorry, I'm a little out of it. I was just out on a hike, and I barely made it back alive.
Ow! Oh man, I got a boo-boo on my knee. If I'm going to be an adventurer, I need to be prepared for anything. So it's time to make a Prepared for Anything adventure kit. Talking Hank's Adventure Guide. Yeah! What to put in an adventure kit? An adventure kit should be full of things you might need on an adventure if you run into trouble. Bandages are important for getting unexpected injuries under control. Uh-oh, Lion, you got a thorn in your paw. Good thing I'm prepared. You'll be okay now, buddy. All right. It's important to have a flashlight in case you need to see in the dark. Hi, Crab. Too scared to go in the cave? I can light the way. Whoops, I guess a flashlight is also good for making spooky shadows. Here, this is better. Adventuring can make you work up an appetite, so your adventure kit should have healthy snacks. I'm feeling well prepared and ready for anything. Thanks to my adventure kit, the world is... That could have been bad. I'm pretty stuck. Maybe something in my adventure kit can help me here. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Nothing worked. Oh, maybe I'm not ready for anything. Hey, parrot. I can't give you anything else to eat right now, see? Huh? Wait, are you here to help me? I thought I was ready for anything today, but this island still managed to surprise me. I need to talk to Professor Sock Puppet about what this means. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Today, we learned that it's important to be prepared with a well-stocked adventure kit. You should have first aid supplies, a flashlight, and some snacks for energy. But if you didn't pack what you need, remember to be resourceful and use what's around you. So you should be prepared, but you should also be clever. Sock Puppet, this was fun. But you know what's the best part about today's adventure? I got to keep the hoop swing! How to get a secret hideout. If we're gonna make a secret hideout, we need to put it in a secret spot. Like behind this waterfall. The wet rocks are too slippery. A secret hideout shouldn't be too hard to get to. No one will come up this cliff. It could be a very secret place. Huh? Here's a good spot. It's safe, and I can make it hard to find by using these big leaves to cover it up. Time to hide the hideout. I need a few more leaves in order to make this thing really secret. Where'd the hideout go? Wow, my secret hideout is so secret that even I can't find it. Oh, did you see that? If I became a master of camouflage, maybe I wouldn't need a hideout. To start my camouflage, I'll cover myself in mud. Next, I'll roll on the jungle ground. Everything sticks to the mud, and I look just like the ground now. Can you see me? enough practice, I can even make myself look like a tree. That's me. Who's the chameleon now? Huh? Yuck. Today was full of secrets. But now, our friend Professor Sock Puppet will reveal everything about what we learned. Wait a minute. Where is Professor Sock Puppet? Fooled you! Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Well, today we learned about camouflage, which is how animals hide in the wild. We also learned not to walk on slippery rocks. And we learned that it's okay to need a little bit of space to yourself sometimes. Good point, but you know what we never learned? Whatever happened to that secret hideout that I hid? How to decorate for an island holiday.
This fern will be a cheery way to display homemade holiday decorations. Let's make some.
First, we'll be painting shells. I got a few good ones. Just need to make sure no one's home. You can paint something classic like a sleigh, or something silly like a close-up of your nose.
And if you have googly eyes, you can use those too. Look, it's Clem Clemmingsworth.
I say, old chap, hang me on the fern at once. As you wish, sir. Now let's make a garland. Get a needle, thread, popcorn, and some berries from a tropical bush on a remote island in the middle of the ocean, or from a grocery store. Thread your needle through the popcorn, then thread the berry, and repeat until you're done. Next, we need a star. Paper star is also fine. This is nice, but it doesn't feel like the holidays yet. Maybe because there's no snow. Real snow isn't happening, but I could grate this coconut to make coconut snowflakes. Looking snowy. Oh, but my island holiday is still missing something. Monkey, don't eat my coca snow! Oh, Monkey, I didn't mean it. I've just been trying to make the perfect holiday, and I don't want anyone else to ruin it. Monkey, that's it! That's why it doesn't feel like the holidays yet. The holidays are about sharing, and I've just been decorating for myself. Time to spread cheer and coconut snow to everyone on the island. Aw. Yeah.
I'm having an amazing island holiday with my friends. But there's one more friend coming. It's Professor Sock Puppet to tell us what we learned.
Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Today we learned how to make decorations from natural items. We learned that coconut shavings look like snow. And we also learned that the best holidays are the ones you spend with your friends and neighbors. You're right about that. Happy holidays, everyone, from our little island to yours. How to do sports on an island. Island sports are all about getting active and having a blast with friends. So, Elephant, are you ready? Great effort! Maybe I should stick to players my size. So, Monkey and I are about to play banana ball. Monkey, grab a banana and let's shoot some hoops. Woohoo! Yeah! Huh? Let's try an obstacle course race. The animals seem excited about it. 1, 2, 3, go! Whoa! should try some solo sports. There are lots of island sports that are perfect for one person. I decided to try windsurfing. Now we just need to figure out how to catch the wind in our sail. Whoa! That was easy. Yoo-hoo! I'm windsurfing! This is fast. Too fast! Wind, I appreciate the lift. It's not what I signed up for! Oh no! Windsurfing is too wild for me, but it led me to my perfect sport, stand-up paddleboarding. It's a workout and it's relaxing. My muscles are gonna feel sore tomorrow. Hey, Professor Sock Puppet, will you be a sport and tell us what we learned today? Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Hello there! Today we learned that doing sports is good for you. Doing it with your friends is fun, but you can't force animals to play with you. We also learned that sports are not always easy. I also learned one more thing. After all that action, I need to rest. So, nighty-night, my friends. What to do in the rain.
All this rain is actually good to drink, and having drinking water is important when you're on a nature adventure.
But drinking rain is a little tough. That's why I'm going to make a rain catcher. A rain catcher stores rain so that you'll have extra water when you need it. Let's see how this catcher is catching. Ugh, I don't think I would drink that leafy soup. I need to keep this water clean. Yeah. Phew, I'm pretty good at this. Maybe there's a better way. The holes in this net will let the rain through, but bigger things that could pollute the water will get caught in the filter. My rain catcher is almost done. Just gotta add a hole on the side so I can get the water out when I want it. Not too shabby. My rain catcher's working, so I'm gonna spend the rest of the day having fun in the rain. And there's nothing more fun than jumping in puddles! There's lots of different ways to jump in puddles. That's the one-footer, a classic. And that's the double stump. And that's the belly flop. Wow. Oh, hey, Elephant. What's your best puddle jump? Here comes the twist turn. Whoa. Turns out, when you splash puddles, puddles also splash you. While I get myself warmed up at this lava puddle, our friend Professor Sock Puppet will tell us what we learned today. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Hi there, everybody! Today we learned that you can drink rainwater. We learned that a rain catcher is a good way to store water to use even after it's done raining. And we also learned that spending a day in the rain can be a lot of fun. Good point, Sock Puppet. Wow, the heat from this lava is drying me pretty fast. A little too fast. How to catch a monster. If I'm gonna catch a monster, I need to think about how to make a trap. I came up with this. It's okay, but maybe nature will inspire me to come up with something better. Spiders use webs to trap bugs. The Venus flytrap is a plant that uses its leaves to catch food. The anglerfish uses a lure on its head to trick animals. Now I'll put all those ideas together for my trap. Done. And not too shabby. My trap is set with popcorn so it will crunch when the monster bites it. Now I just have to wait. Huh? I can't believe I caught the monster. Okay, it's time to lift the box. Oh, I can't. I'm scared. Hank, you're strong, smart, and a very cool dude. You've got this. A mantra is something you repeat to help you concentrate. This is my mantra. I am not afraid of fear. I am not afraid of fear. Roar! I'll try belly breathing to calm me down. Deep breath into the belly and out. And again, into the belly and out. We caught our monster, and it wasn't a monster at all. Maybe Professor Sock Puppet can explain what this all means. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Hey, friends! Today we learned how some animals use traps to catch their food. We also learned that belly breathing is a great way to calm down and focus. And most importantly, we learned that some things are not as scary as they seem. That's true. Sometimes what you think is a terrible monster might turn out to be a new friend. Huh? How to climb a tree. I've climbed a few trees in my day, but mainly ones with branches. Coconuts grow in palm trees, which only have leaves near the top, so you need some serious core strength to get up the trunk. Maybe I just need motivation. Oh no! If you snap at me, you might chase me up this tree! Whoa! Ta-da! Whoa, these coconuts are heavy. I need to toss them down safely. I should check that nothing's below me. Otherwise, something bad could happen. Whoop! Whoops. So if you're island living, you might find yourself stuck in a tree, like I am. But I can get out of this situation by gently sliding down the trunk. No, palm trees are too scratchy for sliding. Huh? Oh, it's just the elephant, and it's too busy to help. It's trying to deal with an itchy back. Hey, elephant! I've got something super scratchy that will help you. Whoa, whoa. Thank you, elephant. And you got all the other coconuts out of the tree, too. Oh, wait, they're coming back down. Not nice. Run, elephant, run! Today, I helped my island with its coconut scourge by climbing a tree. And with the help of my friend the elephant, I got down too. Now our friend Professor Sock Puppet will tell us what we learned. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Hi there! Today we learned that coconuts grow in large palm trees. Those palm trees don't have branches, so they're hard to climb. We also learned that everyone likes getting their back scratched.
That's true.
I said everyone likes getting their back scratched. Oh, a little higher, now lower, higher. That's it.
How to get close to animals. To find a wild animal, we could look for tracks. Those are animal footprints. Different animals make different shaped footprints. Look, thanks to this muddy puddle, these tracks are easy to follow. Gotta stay focused. You know, I don't need to find every animal. There's more ways to find an animal than just tracks. There's also animal calls. Kuru-ka! Huh, guess I don't know any. I found an elephant, but I want to get even closer to it. Hi, I'm Hank. Nice to meet you. I'll try a quieter approach. A gift should do the trick. Hi, I have food for you. Interested? Huh? How'd you get there? That did not go well. And I need to get close to this elephant. Aw, I made friends with the mouse. That's nice. Oh, look at them. Maybe I'm close enough to animals right here. Today we looked for animals. Now to tell us what we learned is our friend Professor Sock Puppet. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah.
Today we learned that you can find out if animals are around by looking for tracks. And we learned not to give food to wild animals unless you're a real wilderness expert.
Even then, it could be tricky.
Right. And remember, if you want to get close to a wild animal, you could scare them or even put yourself in danger. Wild animals should be observed from a safe distance.
Yep. Fortunately, I have a camera with zoom, and that's as close to a wild animal as I need to be. Hey! Okay, get back here! How to go snorkeling. Before we go snorkeling, we've got to get ready. You should never forget sunscreen. You don't want to rock the lobster look. Also, think about taking a swimming buoy with you. That's how others will know where you are. You can't forget goggles. Now let's put on flippers so we can start snorkeling. Oh no! I lost my buoy! And I still can't put my flippers on. Huh? Wait, what? Huh. I guess flippers need to be wet before you can put them on. Fish, here I come! This is the underwater world of my island's coral reef. Turtles and fish share the joy of each other's company. Even a land dweller, like me, can earn the privilege of joining their aquatic friendship. I start to get confused. Do the animals not want to play with me? But then, an ocean friend brings me a surprise. My lost snorkeling buoy. It's all
good in the underwater world of the moon.
I was in the ocean so much that my fingers are wrinkled. Let's find out what we learned today with our friend, Professor Sock Puppet. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Hey there! Today we learned how to snorkel. Remember to always use sunscreen to protect yourself from burns. Getting your flippers wet will also help you put them on. Anyway, if you remember these lessons, then you'll be ready to see amazing, beautiful, and sometimes weird sea creatures. Like my new friend. Good night, aquatic buddy. How to go sailing. If we're going on a spectacular sea adventure, we need to get this boat moving. But safety first. No matter how good of a swimmer you are, if you're on a boat, you should wear a life jacket. That's better. Now, let's get this boat moving. Some boats can be moved by paddling. Some use other methods. But this boat has a sail. So all we need is some wind, and we'll be on our way. Huh? No wind. Well, maybe I can... We're on our way. There's nothing like the feeling of sailing over the sea. I do have to make sure I avoid any obstacles, but the sea seems clear. Sailing is a wonderful thing. So wonderful, it's making me dizzy. I'm sweating too. What's going on? Oh boy, the whole world is spinning. I think I got... Seasickness happens because your body feels a different kind of movement than your eyes are seeing. If you get seasick, don't panic. Try to distract yourself from feeling sick, and nothing distracts me more than a nice sailing song, like this. Sailing the sea, sailing the sea. Captain Hank is sailing the sea. He went on a trip on his ship. The sail is tight, the wind is right. Captain Hank is gonna explore a faraway land and a distant shore. And now he's sick no more. This really was a spectacular sea adventure. Now, before we land, let's hear some sea wisdom from Admiral Sock Puppet. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Aye, aye. Today we learned you can move a boat by paddling, but wind is even better if you have a sail. We also learned that getting seasick is no fun. Try to distract yourself with a song. That's good advice, Sock Puppet. I guess today we really got our sea leg. Looks like the elephant wants a ride. Arr, what do you think, Sock Puppet? Should we go again? Quack! Go again! How to poop outside. First, we dig a hole, but not on the trail. Let's find a hidden spot. This spot might be too busy. Let's find another. This spot is too close to fresh water. We don't want that stuff getting into water someone might drink. This spot looks good. Time to dig. Phew. There. Now we just need to fill it. Don't worry, I used mud to make, fake poop. It's, a little sticky. Come on. Gross. We're almost done. Just one more thing. It's important to cover the hole to hide the smell. I'll make it look as if no one was here. So now you know how to relieve yourself in nature. Oh, man. Obviously, the elephant doesn't follow Hank's guide to island living. Maybe I can teach it. Phew. I dug a big hole for the elephant's toilet, just like ours, only bigger.
Here, elephant.
You see what that is? It's a hole that you can go in. That way, you don't have to go on the train. If I follow the elephant with this potty on wheels, it should eventually understand what this is for. Huh? Huh? Come on, elephant. Just turn around and, do the doo-doo. Huh? Whoa, wait, no. Huh? Whoa! Run away, potty! This is a potty emergency! I got into toilet trouble today. Now to tell us what we learned is our friend Professor Sock Puppet. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Today we learned that if you've got to poop in nature, you gotta find a hidden place to dig a hole. And when you're done, carefully bury what you made. We also learned that the elephant doesn't do that. Most animals don't use a regular potty place, but that's because some animals actually use the scent of their poop to mark their space. Animal poop can also be used for building nests and helping plant seeds grow. Wow, so poop is useful for lots of things, kind of like the potty on wheels. It's not just for elephant training, it also makes a pretty fun boat. What to do with an egg? To get this egg home, we need to figure out, who are you? Not talking, huh? Well, maybe I could take you around and look for your family. Hi, is this your baby? Sorry, this isn't rock, paper, scissors. Eggs, but the size and shape are different. An elephant? Could it be? Impossible. I can't find the family. Oh, it looks so disappointed. Fine, from now on, I'll be the family. Egg, I'll take care of you. Phew. Okay, friends, if you need to take care of an egg, like I do, you make a cozy home for it, like the cocoa nest, a nest made from a coconut. This will protect the egg, but I also have to keep it warm. Then I keep the egg damp until it hatches. Huh? Oh no! If you're caring for an egg, another important thing to know is you have to protect it from danger. Danger like curious monkeys who mess up its nest. Lesson learned. To defend an egg from curious monkeys, always use a banana. Well, this was a real egg venture. Now it's time for our friend Professor Sock Puppet to tell us what we learned. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Today we learned that different animals lay different kinds of eggs, and some animals don't lay eggs at all. But don't just go around snatching eggs. That's not good for them.
I wish we found out where this egg came from, though. Wait, it's hatching. Come on, buddy. I wish I could help you get out of the egg, but you need to do it by yourself.
Why, it's a baby turtle!
This was a special thing to see, and it could find its turtle family now. How to make juice. For the juice to be a real refreshing island-style treat, I want to serve it in a fun island-style cup. And this thing isn't gonna cut it. See? These are way more fun. That's better. But to complete the look, I need a little paper umbrella. Paper umbrellas make every drink feel like an island escape. And I can make one with just these simple things here. First, I cut out a paper circle. Then I fold it a few times, poke the stick through, and voila, an umbrella. Huh? Oh, poor little guy. Hey, wait! Here you go, little buddy. I can make another one for my juice. Huh? Well, I made more umbrellas than what I was expecting, but my cup is finally looking island-rific. I already found the perfect pineapple, so now let's make some juice. Huh? Hey, that's mine! Don't get any juice out of the pineapple that way! Give it back! Give it! Give it! All right, monkey. It's too hot for this. We both want the pineapple. And I think there might be a way we can both get what we want, but we'll need to work together. Nice fruit smashing, monkey. But we'll need more than this if we want to fill our jug. Whoa! We're getting different flavors in this thing. Our juice is ready. Monkey, you can stop now. That's some good juice. Today, we beat the heat with a cool treat. And now, Professor Sock Puppet will tell us all the juicy stuff we learned. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah.
Hi! Today we learned that you get juice by squeezing fruit. We also learned how to make paper umbrellas. And we learned that sometimes it's best to work as a team.
That's true. And thanks to my teamwork with the monkey, there's plenty of juice for everyone. How to find food. Well, my feast got eaten, and I'm starting to suspect it was the monkey. But you know what? This is good, because it gave me an even better idea for this episode. I'm gonna show you how to find food on an island. Tropical islands are full of delicious things to eat. Let's see what we can find. Bananas! Huh? Dragon fruit! Apples! Seaweed? Mangoes! Mysterious berries. Uh-oh. Okay, I had a few false starts, but I finally found the perfect island food. The coconut. They're really easy to find, too. They fall right out of their trees. See? Anyways, I'll just break the shell and enjoy the refreshing fruit and cocoa water inside. Oh, man. Well, maybe a fish will enjoy it. I found food on the island. Didn't get to eat it. Oh, well. Professor Sock Puppet, what did we learn today? Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Today we learned nature gives us many delicious things to eat. But coconuts are very hard to open. And you should never eat mysterious berries. You got that right. What do you want, monkey? I don't have any more food. Wait, what? Did you make me a new feast? Wow. It just goes to show you that sometimes the best way to find food is to count on your friends. How to write a song. I want my island song to sound great, so I'll need instruments. And there's no better island instruments than my trusty uke. Oops. Well, that's what the other 3 strings are there for. But it might not be a bad idea to find some more instruments, too. I wonder what other cool island sounds we can find around here. We found lots of groovy sounds. Now there's only one thing left to do. Hit it, monkey man! Well, I'm an island guy. I got the sun in the blue sky. I got the sparkling rays that glisten on the ocean. But don't forget your suntan lotion. Yes, I'm an island guy. I hope the island liked the song we wrote for it. What do you think, Professor Sock Puppet? Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah.
Today was a real chart topper. We learned how to find different musical sounds using instruments. We also learned that music is fun, especially when you sing from your heart.
Like how I love the sun in the blue sky. 'Cause I'm an island guy. Wait. How did we sing at the same time? You're a sock puppet.
Don't question the music, Hank.
How to build a campfire. All right, to build a campfire, you need tinder, kindling, and fuel. That's little stuff, medium stuff, and big stuff. Tinder is little stuff that gets the fire started, like dry grass or wood shavings. All right, that's looking good. I made a little guy. Hey, Hank, don't get distracted. Oh, right. I wonder if I made enough tinder. Kindling is medium-sized sticks that help the fire get strong. Pretty easy to find. You just... Oh, no. It's bees. Run for your lives! Ah! Fuel is the big wood pieces that make your fire burn bright all night. You should use dry wood that's already fallen, like this. Just have to get it back to camp. Whoa! Uh-oh. Okay, that worked. We have our materials. It's time to build the campfire. I found a safe place here on the beach. Your fire should always be away from trees or anything else that could make it get out of control. So, I don't just want to make a pile of wood. There are different ways to build a campfire. All of these have a sturdy shape, and they let air flow in. That air is what keeps the fire going. I think I'll build this one. Huh? Oh. We built one nice campfire. Now to tell us what we learned is our friend Professor Sock Puppet. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah.
Hey there! Today we learned that you need tinder, kindling, and fuel to make a campfire. We also learned what shapes you could put the firewood in. And we learned important safety tips, like only build a fire in a clear space. Now, how's that fire coming along?
Well, I forgot to bring anything to light this with. Maybe in another episode I can start a campfire. You know what, though? Even if it isn't lit, it's still fun to share a campfire with a friend. How to find treasure. Knowing how to read a map is important for any adventurer. Our trail is marked on the map by this red line. Looks like it leads to the left. Maps contain landmarks and legends to keep you on the right track, like this bog symbol.
It doesn't prepare you for how stinky it is, though.
Huh? These lines are called contour lines. They show you how steep the trail is. If they're spaced out, it should be an easy climb. If they're closer together, it could be a little tougher. Hey, nice view from up here. Huh? I knew the map would get me here. The map did its job. Now we actually need to find the treasure. Hey! So the treasure must be in here. No treasure yet. Huh? I really just wanted to find treasure. I don't need to keep it, but what am I going to do with treasure? Today, I became a treasure finder. Let's check in with Professor Sock Puppet and see what we learned. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah.
Hi! Today we learned what some of the marks and symbols on a map mean. And we learned that looking for things is easier if you get help from friends. That sure was nice of you to give the treasure away to the animals.
Oh, it's okay. I've got all the treasure I need right here. How to build a sandcastle. To build a sandcastle, you only need a few things: a bucket, a toy shovel, and sand. Luckily, sand isn't too hard to find at a beach. The sand doesn't hold together unless it's wet. Hi. Thank you, elephant. If you don't have a trusty elephant friend, I guess you can use your bucket to get water from the sea. With wet sand, my magnificent sand castle is on its way. I'll make more towers and connect them with walls. It's good, but it's not magnificent yet. Maybe it should be a little taller. Something is still missing. There, my castle is finally magnificent, and it will stand on this beach as a landmark until the end of... I've got
need to defend my sand castle from the sea. I'm adding sand to this wall to block the water. Huh? Wow, that did not hold. Maybe I can push the water back? No, I can't block the sea. It'd be easier if I don't know, move the castle. Elephant, get my floaty. We're moving this castle. You did it! Now pull this before... We were so close! Why, cruel sea? Why? I guess we saved our sandcastle after all. Today was a doozy. I saved my sandcastle from the ocean by putting it in the ocean. So what did we learn, Professor Sock Puppet? Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Hey there! Today we learned that building sand castles is easy and fun, as long as the sand is wet. And we learned that sand castles usually don't last, but that's okay. The important thing is that you have a good time making it. I guess beaches would be a real mess if sand castles stayed forever. I wonder where my sand castle is now. How to clean the beach. It's important to stay safe when collecting trash outdoors. You should wear protective clothing. These gloves also do the trick. I've been looking for that. Huh? Safety tip. Never put any trash in your mouth. Uh-oh. That turtle's in trashy trouble. Turtle shells might feel like a rock, but they are not a rock. Our friend here can feel everything I'm doing. Trash piles have consequences.
Some beach garbage might be hiding, so
Keep an eye out. Phew, that looks a lot better.
now let's head back home and make sure this never happens again.
No more trash piles for me. A way better way to store garbage is with a sturdy trash can. Uh-oh, my trash can is more of a trash can't. But I bet I can fix it. Get it? Can? Setting the trash can in a little hole will make it harder to knock over and help it stay in place. Whoa! To make this even more stable, I could put rocks at the bottom of the trash can to weigh it down. Phew, that took some work, but it sure can keep the beach clean. Remember, Greg? Can. Today we had some good, clean fun. And now Professor Sock Puppet is gonna give us the dirt about what we learned. Sock Puppet's gonna tell us what we learned. Yeah. Hey there! Today we learned how to pick up trash in a way that's safe for us and also safe for wild animals. We learned that to keep a trash can from falling over, we can place it in a hole or line it with heavy objects like rocks. And most importantly, we learned to always clean up after ourselves. Good point. The island is always nice, but it looks a lot nicer this way.